Hello everyone and welcome to my official guide on how to make money on EMC, specifically gold, because that's the service currency. So number one, probably the most widespread and maybe the easiest way to make money is mining. Mining is pretty simple. I already have a guide on that, so I'll attach it here. But if you're too lazy to watch it, just go to like the Arctic Ocean or somewhere remote, go around Y8 and mine the diagonal pattern with taste. More details in the video. But yeah, that pretty much concludes my thing on mining. So the next way is shops. Number two, shops. So shops, you kind of have to know what you're doing to actually make money from this. But you just basically just build a spot at your T spawn or in spawn where you sell stuff in a quick shop. And a lot of different things you could sell. Some of the more profitable options are things like um things like heads and PvP gear are very profitable. Some things that you probably should not sell is like a giant mega shop where you sell like everything because you have way too much competition if you build that, and you actually have to know what you're doing and have to be able to get all of those items, and it's just kind of hard. But yeah, that is shops, and the next way would be buy shops. So buy shops basically they're like chest shops, so you can go and sell stuff at. But so there's a lot of items that you can just grind and go sell at buy shops for gold. The most popular buy shop has to be Molly. Also, they're also a sell shop. They're a mega shop, but they mainly get the stuff from buying it from players who spend forever grinding for it. But you can go grind for an item and then go sell it at Molly. You can even build an automatic farm if you want, but I don't think there's any many farmable items that will make it that much. One of the most popular items to sell at Bioshock is actually quartz blocks. Considered valuable, but they're kind of hard to get because you have to go like 8,000 blocks out in the nether to find them because they've been mined out and like everywhere else. But if you're able to get a bunch of quartz, then yeah, that's a good way to do it. And then the next way would be number three. Um, that was basically number 2.5. But number three is town sniping. So town sniping is every 42 days a player if a pl- if a player does not log on um for 42 days, all of their townie data will be deleted. So and the thing is if a player owns a town and they are the only resident in the town, that town will be deleted. But if there are residents in the town will fall to the oldest resident, basically the resident who joined the earliest, after the town owner, they will gain ownership of the town. Now, the way you can profit off of this, there's a Discord bar. I'll put it in on screen here. There's a command you can do that lists towns that are falling, like on the given in a given day. Like if you do the command, it'll say all the towns falling in a day. But basically with that bot, you can go join a town that is open and is falling, and basically you will get ownership of the town. And if there is any money in the town base, you can just take that for yourself. And you can also sell off the town. And if the town's like a big town, you make a lot of money. And you can sell the nation if the town's the capital and end up getting the nation from it. So yeah, a lot of people make the money from just doing that. But next up we have hunting. This is basically just going and killing players in the wilderness. You gotta be good at PvP to do this. A lot of people on EMC do this. Um, yeah, you can also make a lot of money doing this if you go find the right people to kill, and you gotta be good at PvP. You gotta be able to actually kill these people that are in the wilderness without invis. But if someone's in the wilderness without invis, they're probably pretty easy to kill because they're a little bit stupid. So yeah. All right. Next up, number five is scamming. Now, this one is kind of frowned upon in the EMC community. In fact, if you do this, someone will probably put you on a list. I'm not even kidding. They have scammer lists in like the EMC Discord. But yeah, even if you don't care about that, There's many different ways to do this. I'm no expert on scamming. Some of my friends are, like EY, that dude's a D1 scammer. You cannot get enough. He doesn't even need money, bro. He just scams for the love of the game. But yeah, scamming is a good way, but I don't really know that much about scamming, but you can build the main way people do it is they would build traps and they would use something to lure these people into the traps. Way you can get a bunch of people into the trap is by faking a drop party. But yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. I'm no expert in that. I'm not making a guide to scamming on EMC. So, oh, and number six, this is probably the hardest one to do on this list. That is premium. It's not really accessible to everyone because the new premium prices are a scam. So I was actually going and looking at the prices to put on screen, right? And the 3 month one was $27 It says it was marked off from 33, but that was never 33. They are straight lying about it being discounted. And what's funny is that business practice is actually banned in the United States. So technically, what EMC doing on here is actually illegal. I mean, look at that, bro. No one is spending that much money on a Minecraft server. Well, if you do decide to spend that much money on a Minecraft server, first of all, I question your sanity. Second, you can get gold from it because every week you'll get 2 head crates, which sell for like 50 something gold at Molly, and it ends up with like you end up with like 110 gold a week just from selling the crates. Yeah, the server's kind of hated, but yeah, that's another good way to make a lot of money. And those that concludes my guide to making money on EMC. I hope you enjoy this phenomenal piece of media. I will see you the next time I decide to make one of these videos.